After 15 years of hard work and perseverance, the movie Black Adam is finally here, both in theaters and on digital, so it is officially ready for a review from me. Now, before I get into details of this movie and many more, please subscribe to this channel and click the bell notification beside the subscribe button in order to remain subscribed and also view newer videos on this channel. Like this video, comment and share this video so that your friends can also see it and also subscribe if they want. Meanwhile, if you make a comment on this video, I'll definitely put it out in my next video. So I think that is something that you can take as a shout out to you or as a form of appreciation. So please stay subscribed to this channel and I'll be right back with the details for this movie. Black Adam is a comic adaptation and a superhero movie based on DC comics and DC characters in the comics. Now, the movie was directed by Jaume, Collet, Serra, and it was made by DC, New Line Cinemas, Warner Bros, 7 Bucks, and Fly Pictures. The movie features characters like Hawkman, Atom Smasher, Dr. Fate, Sabbac, and other characters known. It even has a cameo of Superman in the movie and Amanda Waller in the movie as well. Firstly, the movie is about an ancient superhuman named Tet Adam who is released from his magical prison in order for him to rescue his country Kandak from a group of intergang. Now, he also faces a form of attack from the American superheroes as they see him as a threat rather than a superhero. So he has to both fight against intergang and also try to convince the American superheroes that he is not a villain like the way they see him. The movie stars Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, as Tet Adam, who is a superhuman, and he has this kind of justice that is not really going too well with the American superheroes. So they try to, find a way to imprison him again in order to avoid, future damages that they think he can cause to the entire world. Meanwhile, it also has Aldis Hogue, it has Noah Centineo, and it has Serra and a bunch of other cast and actors who made this movie a success. Now, as usual, I'm going to start with the general, this talk about this movie. Nice set design, production design, costumes were good. The costumes and costume designs of the various superheroes in this movie were good, and I will talk about them individually later in the video. But for now, the CGI, the VFX, and the action scenes were all good. That's just from a general point of view. Now, most of the fight scenes in this movie remind me of an Indian movie known as Don 2. If you look at the movie Don 2 and this movie, the fight scenes seem a little bit similar. I don't really know how to explain it, but they seem similar in a way. And majority of these fight scenes are done in slow-mo. I don't know whether they're trying to, get us deep into the fight scenes rather than just having a bunch of punching and a bunch of display of powers. But anyways, the fight scenes were good, and what I enjoyed most about this movie and its fight scenes is that every superhero was used to the best of their abilities. I mean, it's hard to see superhero movies where every single character in that movie shows off his ability to the best way possible, and this movie does exactly that, and I give them credit for it. Now, I really enjoyed the performance of Dwayne Johnson as the main character, but I just don't understand what people's beef was about his performance. Were they expecting him to be talking too much like Deadpool or Green Lantern or any other person? No. Ted Adam, from the way I understand the character in the comics, he doesn't really talk too much, and he's strict. He so the way Dwayne Johnson performs this character, like that's exactly how I expected it. I didn't expect anything like laughter or jokes or sense of humor. That was exactly how I expected it, and he gave me what I wanted in the performance. He did very well to me, and I really give him credit for his performance in this movie. Meanwhile, for the design of Sabak, let me just be honest, this is one thing I have said on social media in very many social media pages, and I'm going to say it here. Sabak's design is perfect to me. They made it look very much real. Like, to me, the design of Sabak was like many times better than the design of Werewolf by Night. And based on this fact, I think people saying that the design of Sabak is not the way they wanted it. I really don't understand people in this world. What are they expecting? Do they think it's easy to create a film, talk more of making it look real? I mean, the design of Sabak was making sense. So I give them credit for the design of Sabak, and for the last, the fight scenes, the use of skeletons in the last scenes was amazing. It was like a way to put more conflict, especially in that last sequence, when of course the fight scenes are supposed to be, they are not supposed to be easy normally. So putting skeletons, I think, was their own way of like making the conflict more enjoyable by the fans. So now I think the character Ted Adam looks better in a veil rather than in a cape, even though he has a cape even in the comics, but I think he would look better in the veil rather than with a cape. But anyways, he did well. The movie ended well, and with Sabak going back to the underworld, then I think the movie ended well. And as for the cameo with Superman, I just don't think that it would lead to a fight eventually. That is, if we're going to have a Black Adam part 2. I don't think it will lead to a fight because, from the way Superman actually approached the whole thing, it seems like he just wanted to negotiate. But I know Ted Adam is, strong-headed, and he wouldn't want to listen, but I doubt that it would lead to a fight, at least not immediately. So for those of you who, just because you saw Clark in the end credits, you think it will just immediately lead to the fight. Of course it's not. They will need to put in some kind of dialogue between those two men, and even if it's supposed to lead to a fight, I don't think it will happen as soon as the movie comes up. It won't just happen just like that. For the review that was given by Rotten Tomatoes, to me, I am honestly done with those people. I don't really listen to those people anymore because I've noticed that some of the movies that Rotten Tomatoes actually review poorly they're actually good, and I don't know the way they review their movies, but to me this Black Adam was good and it deserves the best review that we can think about. But those people just came and made the whole thing look bad, and that was the reason why, over all the hype that was given to this movie, the movie now performed badly in theaters. But anyways, from me, this movie actually gets a 9 out of 10 in general, because the movie was great, the story was great, the fight sequence was great, and yes, I forgot to mention the comedy. The comedy in this movie actually made sense with the film. I mean, I've said it about, other movies in the past, like Top Gun Maverick. The comedy must actually look like it was in the story. It's not something that you just force out of a story. It should just be in the story and let it just happen naturally. So I give this movie a 9 out of 10. The movie did well for me and I really enjoyed it. So with that being said and done, please remain subscribed to this channel and you will get notifications anytime I upload a new video on this channel. All you need to do is click the bell notification and the subscribe button, both on the same corner. If you want to watch more of my videos, just check the description below. All the links to my videos are there for you to click on. Meanwhile, my social links are also in the description below for you to click on. Thank you to my friend who made a comment in my last video, which was Top Gun Maverick. Okay, no, it wasn't Top Gun Maverick, it was Disenchanted. Sorry, it was Disenchanted. He made this comment and I appreciate him for making a comment. And if you make your comment here, I will also put it in my next video. That's by next week. But until next week, please, like I said, remain subscribed to this channel, share this video, and also, make your comments. Meanwhile, stay safe and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you for watching.